like to take this opportunity as your principal to once again welcome you to Florence Freshman Center. Over the course of the next couple of days in fourth period, you'll have some videos such as this, as well as an opportunity to listen to me again when you get to lunch, to talk about some things that we need to make sure that we go over to make sure that we have a successful year here at Florence Freshman Center. I'd like to again say welcome to Florence Freshman Center and welcome to the beginning of your high school career. Many of you don't realize this, but in just a few short years, you'll be graduating from high school. It's very important that you get a great first step. The first thing that I'm going to talk to you today about is getting involved. We have several clubs and organizations here at Florence Freshman Center. In a couple of weeks, or next week actually, we'll start the election process to see about who's going to be the class president, who's going to be the student council president. If you have leadership qualities, I encourage you to get involved in both of those entities. Also, some of you coming to Florence High School may have a track record where you might not have been the greatest student before, or you might have been a great student before. Nevertheless, as you start grade 9, there is nothing that follows you from grades K through 8 that comes into grade 9 with you. So you all start with all A's right now on this day. You all start with a clean slate as it relates to everything right now. And this is an opportunity to make sure that you're doing what is successful in relationship to high school to have the best experience that you could have. Please understand this. In a few short years, you're going to be getting ready to go to college. When you get ready to go to college, colleges are going to be issuing scholarships to individuals who qualify. You qualify for a scholarship, whether it be an athletic scholarship or whether it be an academic scholarship, based on what you do in grades 9, 10, and 11. Some people like to play in grade 9. Some people don't realize that for the very first time ever, you can't be socially promoted to the next grade. You must earn the correct credits to be able to go forth. You have to have 24 credits to graduate from high school. You have to have earned enough credits to be able to go from grade 9 to grade 10. Dealing with that, your cohort starts today. This means that you all have 4 years to graduate from high school. You must do everything in your power to be the most successful student that you can be so that you can graduate in 4 years. Also, if you plan on getting a scholarship, whether it be academic again or whether it be athletic, grades 9, grades 10, and grades 11 are the grades that matter the most. There have been several individuals that got to 12th grade, had colleges looking at them athletically to give them a scholarship, and based on their grades in grade 9, they were not able to get one. It's very important that you understand that you must be the best student that you can possibly be. Now, to talk about rules we have at Florence Freshman Center, I am a person that operates thinking based on one rule. That one rule is the idea of respect. Respect is the idea that you will treat others the way that you want to be treated. If you don't know what that means that you will treat others the way that society expects others to be treated. That is courteous and with respect. Respect, again, means treating others the way that you want to be treated. So if you follow that one rule, we'll have no problems at Florence Freshman Center the whole entire year. The next thing I want to make sure that I mention to you on day 1 is this. You all have a schedule that needs to be followed. You need to be where you're supposed to be at all times. And when you move and walk to classes, whether it be here on this campus or whether it be on the high school campus, I need you to move with purpose. That means that you have a place to be and you need to be trying to get there. If you need help in any kind of way, maybe you don't know where you're going, ask an adult. We're happy to be able to help you get where it is that you're supposed to be. I just want to make sure you hear that. I want to make sure you know that. In addition to that, I need to mention fourth period. Fourth period is our lunch period here at Florence Freshman Center. During the course of fourth period right now, instead of going to the high school to the lunchroom, we'll have lunchroom in the multi-purpose room. If you came to orientation the other day, that is the multi-purpose room. Now, dealing with that, it's going to take full cooperation of all adults and all students in this building to be able to make this be a success. We have just enough seats for the number of students that will be in each lunch wave in that multi-purpose room during that time. That means that you might have to sit next to somebody that may not be your best friend. That's just going to have to happen. The other aspect of that is we have to be responsible for cleaning up after ourselves in that facility. We don't have a full staff of custodians to come in and clean up behind you. That means that I'm expecting you to not only clean up your stuff, but if you see something that somebody else may have left, and we hope that that doesn't happen, I'm going to expect you to clean that up as well. Now, that is just taking care of the area that we're responsible for. You'll see me picking up paper, you'll see me cleaning up, and I expect the same things out of you throughout the course of this year. In addition, when we get ready to go in and we get ready to leave that place for lunch, we have to leave in an area in a way that is going to be decent and in order. We have organized a plan of action that will hopefully minimize the confusion related to the exiting and entering of the facility, and we need you to follow that to the T. Today and tomorrow and the next day we'll be learning that. After that, we need it to become habit forming, and that's just what we do. We're going to be trying to establish a culture here at Florence Freshman Center, and you all are a part of that. We will be trying to teach you that culture, and we need you to be able to receive it and follow the directives that are given as they are given. Next thing I want to mention is this cell phone right here. It's the only thing you'll ever see me do in front of you that I will expect you not to do. Cell phones at Florence Freshman Center need to be out of sight and out of mind. What does that mean? Basically means that during class you're not to be texting. It means that during class or during school hours you're not to be on that cell phone. If you are, you violated our discipline policy. Now, are there times that you might have the cell phone out in class? Yes. There will be times that a teacher might ask you to take your cell phone out in class to participate in some type of a lesson. That's not a problem. But being in the bathroom on the cell phone, walking down the hallway on the cell phone, having it out texting, that is a problem. Whether it be in the multi-purpose room before school starts or whatever. Once you enter this building, that cell phone needs to be out of sight and out of mind. Why do I have mine? I have mine because the superintendent and other individuals have to get in contact with me and must maintain contact with me. And that's the only reason this is something that I'll do in front of you that I ask you not to do. Being responsible is a very important aspect of being successful in high school. Responsible means that you take care of the things that are in your area of responsibility. And I hate to use the word responsible and responsibility together, but it means that you take care of the things that you need to take care of to make sure that you're being the best person that you're going to be. Please understand that the things that you do today will follow you tomorrow, which means that if you made a bad grade today, it's going to stay on your transcript for the rest of your high school career. People who graduated from high school 20 years ago need high school transcripts to be able to get jobs, to be able to go back to school for various reasons. So please understand, right now you're starting to write your story. That is the story that is going to be who you are. Someday, the only thing that people are ever going to be able to see about you is what they read about you in black and white. Make sure that you give them a story that's worth reading in terms of who you are. It's very important you establish yourself in grades 9, 10, 11, and 12. I'm not trying to diss on grades K through 8, but I want to make sure that you understand that what happens in grades 9 through 12 will follow you the remainder of your life. That is your high school transcript. It won't be grades K through 12, it's grades 9 through 12. You need to understand that today. As I mentioned earlier, you're starting with a clean slate. So that's a good thing. That means you get a do-over. You get to start all over. Let's make sure that you make the best opportunity. Why get an education? Well, let me tell you this. I have a motto here at Florence Freshman Center that says hard work pays off. When we start assembly programs, I'm going to say hard work, and I'll expect you to say pays off. We'll do that 3 times, and that basically means that it's time for us to come together and pay attention to what needs to be said at that time. Now, what that means is this. If I invest my time and efforts in relationship to being successful in high school, something's going to pay off in the long run that's going to help me become a better person. Equality of opportunity. Everybody can't be born rich. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing or a good thing. But sometimes when you get an education, that becomes the equalizer that gives you an opportunity to be able to take care of yourself lifelong. And it gives you a skill set that nobody can ever take away from you. That's why an education. An education is a very important thing. I want to make sure that you understand that, as I told you, that one rule is respect. I expect for you to respect every adult in this building. We'll make sure that we respect you. Anything that we say or anything that we do will be in your best interest. I'm getting close to the time that's allotted in relationship to creating one of these videos for today. This was just basically an introduction video. You'll have one on Thursday, one on Friday, and basically what they'll go over are the things that you need to know to be successful here. Now, before you do anything else today and go to your next class, I need you all to look at your schedule and make sure that you have 8 periods on your schedule. I also need to make sure that if you haven't taken a Maymester course or a summer virtual course, that you have an English, a math, a science, and a history on your schedule. It's very important that you get those credits during the course of this year. We have in high school what is called a 4-core curriculum, meaning that you have to have all 4 of those things. Thank you, and let's have a great year here at Florence Freshman Center.